All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Yakim that's pushing this truth out the four corners of the earth and all truth and sincerity and diligence. All right, man, I just want to get into this quick topic, man. Just thinking about, this is why you must, this is why we go into words, why we, do a diligent search of words. You see, because when you read the Bible, the Bible is translated from, Hebrew, Greek, and Latin to, English. So, the same words that you get, you have to read it and, because these were ancient men. Same things that we say today doesn't mean, the same things, how they said it back then. Like, we'll say viper, snake, we'll call somebody a snake a viper. It don't hit hard. But back then, if you call somebody a viper or a snake or a fox, that was some swelling words. All right, so you must, you must go into words, okay? So, real quick, I'll just go grab, I think it's is it the prologue? I want to say, yeah, the prologue right here. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Right here, it says, "Wherefore this is the prologue of Sirach. It says, "Wherefore let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and to pardon us, wherein we may seem to come short of some words which we have labored to interpret. For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language." You see? So certain things, it's not gonna hit as hard, like the word world, right? The word world, you have three definitions. You got oikomet, cosmos, and eon. Oikomet means the whole world. Cosmos means a world within the world, a sect of people, a government. And oikomet, the whole world, cosmos, and eon. Eon is a time period, an age. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, we in the eon of Esau Edom. Okay, this is his time to rule, right? Rome 2.0. You see, so, here in America, speaking this bastardized language, speaking with this English, this English language, it's confusing, But nevertheless, we go into these things to edify. So let's go to real quick. Acts 4:12, and this is just touching because of the simple fact this holiday is coming up, so-called holiday. This is Acts 12, and I'm gonna just start at 1. It says, "Now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hand to vex certain of the church, and he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quaternions, if I said that right, of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people." So, look, Christians that don't read, they just see what they want to see, to live their life, to do the things that they want to do, to partake in bullcrap. When they read that, they were like, see, they celebrated Easter in the Bible. No, look, if you just if you just go to the NLT, it tells you right there, the Passover celebration. That's why you got to go into words, okay? Right? Oh, Salaki, that was verse 3. But look, verse 4 says, "After the Passover." Right? So when you go into that word Easter, you think that you think they was keeping a pagan holiday, right? You think that the true Jews, the true Israelites, was keeping a pagan holiday? Look, It says Easter. It's Pesach, right? The Passover. That's what they were keeping. They was keeping the Passover, not Easter. And the point of it all is that this is why you must go into words. You have to do a diligent search, man. Okay? So when you go into that word Easter, see, it's not supposed to be there. Okay? All right? So it's supposed to be what? The Passover. And that's what, the Spirit of the Lord got to be dealing with you, all right, in order for you to, understand that and not look at that for face value, right? And that's why the scripture says in a place, 1 Timothy's, 2 Timothy's 2:15, it says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth, right? So rightfully dividing the word of truth, but what? Shun profane and vain babbling, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, like that, we study to show ourselves approved. So if you was you thinking that they celebrating Easter in the scriptures, man, you going off, man. All right, and a lot of, majority of all Israelites know that, we wasn't, that Easter not supposed to be in the Bible. But, you Christians don't. All right. Christians believe that, that they was keeping Easter back then. All right. And that's sad. So what? It says in that word, when you look up that word Easter, right, it goes into word the Passover. Now, here in America, Easter is celebrated, they take it and equate it with, the one who the word they call Jesus Christ. All right, going into his resurrection, but that's all paganism, man. Easter is a pagan holiday. And what did the Lord say? I got it queued up. Look, this is Zephaniah 1:8. It says, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the kings and the children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. Now, if you read that for face value, like, well, shit, we can't keep the whole law, man. We don't make our own clothes. You would think that it's talking about clothes, but no. When you read it in the NLT, let's get it. Verse 8, it says, on that day of judgment, said the Lord. When is that day of judgment? In the end times, it says, I will punish the leaders and the princes of Judah and all those following pagan customs. You see, that strange apparel is pagan customs, different philosophies, Easter, Christmas, what you would call Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays. Huh? Yeah. Wicked shit, huh? So yeah, right, and this is why you gotta go into words, because another thing, and this is, and it's not gonna be long. Where I wanted to go to, I had it queued up. Oh yeah, like the word nice, right? Hold up, the word nice. When you look it up on the dictionary, it says pleasing, agreeable, delightful, amiably, if I'm saying that right, pleasant, kind, characterized by showing and requiring great accuracy, precision, skill, tact, care, or delicacy, showing or indicating very small differences, minutely accurate as instruments. Just basically it means something good. But and then what you got to know is if somebody going to tell you something, somebody come tell you a story, right? If they come tell you a story, right, but they heard this story from somewhere else, but you have the option to hear from them or go straight to the horse's mouth, straight to where the story come from, where it starts, okay? You're gonna go to A. You're not gonna hear the story from D when you can go all the way to A to get the story. So what we do is that we go into the etymology online, right? And we look up these words. Look what the word nice means. Foolish, ignorant, you see? Frivolous, I don't even know what I said there, right? senseless, careless, clumsy, weak, poor, needy, simple, stupid, silly, foolish. See, this is what the word nice mean. When Donald Trump was like, oh, that's some nice people. When that boy shot up that church, that's some nice people. He's calling them foolish, weak, clumsy, poor, careless, trash. That's what he was calling them. You know? This is a bastardized language, man. Damn near every English word goes back to what? A Latin word, man. Okay? Comes from somewhere, man. Okay? So you have to know. You have to know what you're saying. That's why we go into words. That's why we do a diligent search. That's why Apostle Tahar always been stressing. You got to get into the Hebrew. You got to get into the Greek. You know what I mean? And for you women out there that call yourselves, let's matter of fact, let's look that one up. Let's look it up right here first. Queen, right? A female sovereign or monarch, a wife of a or consort of a king, a woman, or something personified as a woman that is foremost and preeminent in any respect, huh? She's a queen, right? You see? So, in our people, among the black, what you would call black culture, this word is slung around every day. And you only see so-called fucking the nigga woman calling herself a queen. You don't see no Asian woman calling herself a queen. You don't see no white woman calling herself a queen. You don't see no Arabian woman calling herself a queen. You don't see no goddamn Chinese woman calling herself a queen. You don't see no goddamn Ishmaelite woman calling herself a queen. You don't see, I said that already. You don't see no motherfucking Elamite calling herself a queen, man. Okay? But you hit a nigga woman. Oh, black queen. Right? Well, let's just see. We going to A. We going to the horse's mouth right now. All right? How about this? Let's Queen. Bam. Queen. Right? So it says, preeminent female, noble consort of king, a female sovereign woman ruling in her own right. From the Old English, queen, female ruler of a state, woman, wife. From Proto-Germanic, I don't know how to say that word. It says, source also of Old Saxons, quan, wife, Old Norse, queen, if I'm saying that right, Gothic queen, abulant variant, source of queen, right? So let's get the source of the word. The source of the word is this word right here. Queen, a woman, a low-born woman, a woman also, female serf, a hussy, a prostitute, right? A public woman. You see? You know? Like when you drop down right here, it says Middle Dutch queen, vain or worthless woman. And this is what our women, and this is why you got to go in the words. So they walking around here. My mama used to call herself a queen. You know? Just talking, she was a nigga woman. Just running around here calling herself a queen. A hussy. Didn't even know what the fuck she was talking about, bro. But you find that amongst our people, man. Right? So you have to go in words. You have to do a diligent search. You have to, put time in this thing, man. You know? All right, so the word Easter, got 5%. The word Easter, it's not supposed to be there. When you go into the word, it means Passover, the Passah. Now, I got this right here pulled up real quick. We could just get into it. Look, which the word Easter goes back to Ishtar, right? Ishtar, right? When you look, I think it's the Starbucks emblem. That's the Ishtar goddess, that bitch, right? And when you think that's her hands, that's really her legs up. Okay, it says Ishtar was an ancient Mesopotamian goddess of war, fertility, and sex. That's what the Easter goes back to, right? She is featured in the epic Gilgamesh and the Ishtar Gate was part of the Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. Her worship involved animal sacrifice, objects made of her sacred stone, lapis lazuli, and temple prostitution. Some people claim their existence a connection between Ishtar and Easter. A popular meme has been circulating the internet making that very claim. Superimposed over an image of Ishtar are these words. This is Ishtar, pronounced Easter. Easter was originally the celebration of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex. Her symbols, like the egg and the bunny, were and still are fertility and sex symbols. Or did you actually think that eggs and bunnies had anything to do with resurrection? After Constantine decided to Christianize the empire, Easter was changed to represent who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. So you had a nigga doing this, right? Okay? This is during the Byzantine Empire. It says they equated Christianity, put a whole bunch of, crap, and mix it all in together, which where you get Christianity from. Okay, it says, but at its roots, Easter, which is how you pronounce Ishtar, is all about celebrating fertility and sex. You see, and that's why on Easter, man, bitches be bugging out, man. All right, that's why the Lord coming back to destroy all those as with that strange apparel, man. Okay, so. However, this is absolutely no conclusive connection between the pagan goddess Ishtar and the Christian celebration of Easter. Any theory that Easter is named after Ishtar is pure speculation. There is also no proof that Ishtar was ever associated with eggs and rabbits as a symbol. In fact, Ishtar's sacred animals seem to have been the lion. See, and this goes all the way back. This goes all back to pagan holidays, man. Idol worship and shit, man. All right, and this is what this goes back to, man. Worshiping the woman, man. This Easter shit, okay? So, that was it, man. Lord willing, edifying. I'm going to say shalom.